Hey YouTube, what's happening? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update on Bitcoin. It's the big daddy right now. It's doing really well. We're at $5,605. We're up 4.04%. So this is a great day to the upside. And what I want to get into today is basically we're seeing a lot of mixed signals right now, but we're paying close attention to them. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to break this down for us, the bullish side, the bearish side, in between, and what I'm seeing. And I'm also going to give you a tip that I think has been very effective, and I want you guys to use it as well. And it's something that I like, and I've talked about it before, but I'm going to dig into it a little bit more today. So I'm excited to be here with you guys. If you like what we do here, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I appreciate you being here. So Bitcoin, what we're seeing here, guys, number one thing I wanted to point out is the golden cross. We've talked about it. It's something I study, moving averages, and especially when this 50 moves over top of this 200, that's great news. That's something very special. So I want you to know that is about to take place here, or it is taking place. We're getting that cross right now. I still want to see some follow through with it, but it will probably happen, no problem. And you know, guys, with that golden cross, a lot of times that can help push the price up even higher, and that's what we would need to get over that very strong overhead resistance right in that $6,000 area, that descending triangle that we fought for so long. We kept coming down to support 6,000, banging on it, banging on it, banging on it. When it finally broke out of that descending triangle, this is what you got, guys. I mean, that was a monstrous move, 50% or more to the downside. That was just gone, and it happened so fast, and that's cryptocurrency. So, you know, it is very important to pay attention to these, you know, golden crosses or death crosses. And what another thing that I'm seeing that I love, and that's very important to this trend, is that we've been respecting this 20 EMA. We've been getting bounces off it. And to me, that's just as bullish, if not more, than this golden cross right here, just in my opinion. Because, guys, I'm going to read you something here about this 20 EMA, or this 20 moving average. And what my book says, this is Candlestick Charting by Tina Logan. And it says, smart investor tip. At a minimum, I suggest plotting a 20-period simple moving average of price to help determine the direction of the current trend. The 20-period moving average represents approximately 1 month of trading on a daily chart and has proven to be a robust setting. It also tends to perform well on other time frames. As a general rule, price will stay above the 20-period moving average most of the time during an uptrend, and below it most of the time during a downtrend. Now we're going to test this. This is what I want to do with you here. All right? So we're going to pull back and take a look at this. This whole bear market, we were getting ridden by this 20. Even here, this whole time we were below it. Then we pop up real quick. We double top there, came back below it, popped up again, couldn't keep it, fell back below. And all these times, all these reactions, we were bumping into and falling back down, bumping into it, falling back down. And even right here, look at this 20 on this, guys, on this drop. It was so aggressive that this moving average caught some air right here. Look at this, and you see how it just acted as that resistance. And now what are we doing, guys? We have it as support, and that 20 EMA also crossed up above this 200-day moving average, another golden cross right there. So we have been respecting it, and we've been getting some volume off that. I mean, you can see the volume's decent here. You know, it's not anything crazy like that $1,000 candle, but this is good volume for the time being right now. So I'm definitely keeping my eye on that, because we're coming up to that resistance area there around that 56.62, I would say, where we had this little sideways action. It almost kind of looks like that bear flag, but we really didn't have enough days in here to make it that bear flag. But we had that drop down, we moved sideways, and then we just fell again. So, you know, we're right in that area here. If we do get up above that, guys, you know, this whole area is fair game, because this was one long candle that just fell down. And you can always make that up on the backside. So that's something I'm paying close attention to as well. So, guys, that's kind of the moving averages there. Now what else I wanted to show you was right down here on the RSI. What I really like to see is that we've been respecting these higher lows. We've just been moving up. So that's been looking beautiful. We've been getting bounces off there. And now what we're at 76. So remember, in a traditional market, 70 is overbought on the RSI, but this is cryptocurrency, and 76 can go to 92 real fast. It just is the name of the game. That can happen. And what I'm looking to, if we do or are to break to that downside, first, guys, most likely we'd start to really break through this RSI as well. I pay very close attention to trendline breaks on the RSI. That's just me, but I think they're very effective and efficient, just like over here. Let me do this for us. I just saw it. So right here we do a little horizontal line, And you see this, guys, where we were banging here, banging here, banging here, and then we fell through. And you can see once we broke down through that, we just fell. And that's, you know, support breaks or resistance breaks, trend line breaks, they're very powerful. So keep that in mind. When you see a trend line broken, especially a longer term one, that's a big deal. So keep that in the back of your mind. Next thing I wanted to go to was, let me see here, the NVT. I have a few things written down that I wanted to bring to you today. Like I said, we're having that just mixed signals. So remember, we are holding the RSI higher lows, but we're also in that overbought territory right now. And then on the NVT, when I was looking at this earlier, above 150 is considered basically overbought, too expensive. So for me, guys, there it is. I was just waiting for it to pop up. I apologize. So for me, when it's over 150, you don't really want to touch. You don't want to be buying into it. That's overbought. 172 and 164 right now. Pay attention to that. But we did get a bounce. Do you see this line right here, this moving average? We are bouncing to the upside now. We're going to have to see if we can get up above this other top. So there, though, that's another one, you know, we're in that overbought territory. So some guys are looking at this and saying, all right, we're getting, you know, overbought or whatnot on a lot of these indicators, and we are coming up to a little bit of resistance here, but that's nothing, it's not super massive here, guys. And that's why I said it can be made up as fast as this dropped here. It can be made up on the backside. And, you know, I have been saying this for a while, you know, I'm cautiously believing that we're crawling our way out of this bear market, you know, and we're in the early stages of that bull market. And what I want to see to really confirm it is getting back up above the $6,000 range, guys. It's going to be crucial. So I'm paying very close attention to that. The next thing I wanted to look at was the MACD, and I just want to take you through a few indicators that I've been looking at that I always go through. And I'm sorry, my charts are loading a little slower today, guys. But while that's loading, what we can do, okay, there it goes. All right, so it looks like it's trying to pop back up. You see here, it's trying to get that cross to the upside again. So we had our bearish cross here. Now it looks like we're getting that hook, and we're trying to go back up to the upside again. So, you know, that's a bullish thing if we get that cross to the upside. So it's just, we're throwing so many different signals here. The next one is the Bollinger Bands. Take a look at that. All right, so they're starting to get a little bit tighter there. Now they're expanding. So we had this big expansion when we made this huge move. We had a few wicks outside of the bands here, and then we kind of pulled back close to this middle band. And now, guys, we're popping back up through it again. So we're going to have to see. I mean, we're at the top of those bands there, but they are opening up a little bit. Whenever they contract real tight, that means a break's about to happen to the upside or to the downside. All right. And guys, I'm going to throw the Fibonacci on. I want to clear this red one off, and we're going to look at some levels. I think the Fib's very important to go to. We'll just do roughly from there, from our high to our low. Okay, guys, we broke through that 0.618. Right there, we're moving up. So the next stop would be that 0.786, and that's going to be around 5809. We're going to have to see if we go up and test that. But there's room to run. That's what I wanted to bring to you. You know, there is room to run. Could we start to fall over with some of the indicators? They're overbought. Absolutely, we could start rolling back over. But, you know, the momentum's up right now. This moving average as well, we'll try to treat that as support. If we did come back down, we look around that 5116. So, you know, guys, these are some of the things I wanted to bring you. Just wanted to do a quick little video here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. If you guys like what we do here, like, subscribe, thumbs up. I appreciate it, my friends. God bless.